Hello, welcome back to the DFS Golf channel. My name is Hans Jeevers. I'm a fantasy golf contributor for ProGolfNow.com and Fansided.com. And I just want to first of all say to all my subscribers, thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you're new to the channel, if you don't mind hitting the like button, that'd be outstanding. I really appreciate it. Hopefully some of the content I talk about today will help you in your DFS lineups this week. So this week we have the second tournament in the FedEx Cup playoff schedule, the Northern Trust. Last week we had 125 players. It was cut to 70 this week at the Northern Trust. Of course, Dustin Johnson last week had an unbelievable 30 under score to win the Northern Trust last week. So this week we have the BMW Championship, which will be played at Olympia Fields in Illinois. This tournament was last played on the PGA Tour, or this site last hosted the PGA Tour in the 2003 U.S. Open, which was won by Jim Furyk. We don't have a ton of course history to look at because the BMW, of course, shifts around venues every year. So also of note, the 2015 United States Amateur was played here at Olympia Fields, and that was won by Bryson DeChambeau. So 2020 BMW Championship will be played at Olympia Fields Country Club right outside of Chicago. This golf course is a par 70 that measures 7,366 yards. This track features two par 5s that are well over 600 yards in length. Based on my review of this course, it appears extremely important that you hit it very long. Driving distance is important this week. So my first pick, I'm going right back to Dustin Johnson this week. I have no choice but to do that. I looked at the last 12 rounds played on the PGA Tour, and he's just about number one in every category I see. He's just playing outstanding. Can't veer away from him. He comes in on the DraftKings slate at $11,500. In the last 12 rounds played on the PGA Tour, in relation to the listed 2020 BMW Championship field, Dustin ranks first in strokes gained tee to green, first in strokes gained approach, and first in strokes gained on par 5s. Next up on the slate on DraftKings, I'm going to go with Daniel Berger. Guy's been playing simply outstanding ever since the restart of the PGA Tour back in June. He has an impressive 8 top 13 finishes on the PGA Tour, including a win at the Charles Schwab Challenge in June. In relation to the 2020 BMW Championship field, in the last 12 rounds played on the PGA Tour, Berger ranks 4th in strokes gained tee to green, 10th in strokes gained approach, and 3rd in strokes gained on par 5s. Next up on DraftKings, Harris English. He has 8 top 18 finishes in his last 10 tournaments on the PGA Tour, and he finished runner-up to Dustin Johnson last week. Next up, a guy that I think comes in at a nice value price of $7,500, Jason Kokrak. I think he sets up very nicely for this course. He hits the ball a long way, and he comes into this event on the heels of 2 consecutive top 15 finishes on the PGA Tour, including a 13th place result last week. In relation to the current listed 2020 BMW Championship field in the last 12 rounds played on the PGA Tour, Kokrak ranks 7th in strokes gained tee to green and 5th in proximity to the hole. A couple value plays on the lower portion of the spectrum here I like on DraftKings. Tyler Duncan, $6,400. He has 2 consecutive top 29 finishes, including a 13th place result at the Wyndham. He won the RSM in November of last year. Lastly, on DraftKings, Robbie Shelton, 24-year-old American. He has 2 top 13 place finishes in his last 4 events on the PGA Tour, including a third place result at 3M Open last month. I watched a lot of his play last week. The Northern Trust. I was pretty impressed with how he was striking the ball in such a stacked field of talent. Now, real quickly on FanDuel, going with the 25-year-old Spaniard Jon Rahm on FanDuel. Another long-hitting guy. The Spaniard has played 13 events on the PGA Tour this year. And there's 13 events played. Rahm has 8 top 17 finishes, including a win at the Memorial Jack Nicklaus's course in July. Scotty Scheffler comes in next on FanDuel at $10,600. By the way, if I missed it, Jon Rahm comes in on FanDuel at $11,800. Scotty Scheffler comes in on FanDuel at $10,600, and he has 2 consecutive top 4 finishes, including a 4th place result at the PGA Championship earlier this month. He came on the tour with a lot of fanfare, playing really outstanding on the Korn Ferry Tour, and I really think the guy is starting to exhibit that talent level now. He can play with the big boys, no doubt. Next up on FanDuel, Kevin Kisner, $9,700. The native of South Carolina has 5 top 25 finishes in his last 6 tournaments on the PGA Tour, including a 3rd place result at the BMW Championship 2 weeks ago. He's a guy that seems to pop when it comes time to making some money, and Kevin Kisner is certainly doing that right now. Russell Henley on FanDuel is $8,800. The 31-year-old American has 3 top 9 finishes on the PGA Tour this year, including an 8th place finish last week. He currently is ranked 3rd in strokes gained approach and 14th in strokes gained tee to green on the PGA Tour. So there's a quick rundown of my FanDuel and DraftKings picks. I have 2 articles that were posted this morning on fansided.com and progolfnow.com. And unfortunately, I can't put a link in the description. So if you just put in my name into Google, you'll easily get to the content. Also on Twitter, I always make sure to put my articles up as soon as I can. I'm at Jeebers Golf on Twitter. And just want to say thank you again. I can't say enough how appreciative I am of those that are coming to my channel, checking it out, making my channel grow. Really appreciate it. Very fortunate that people are out there that are willing to listen to what I have to say about DFS Golf. So there's a quick rundown of my picks. Go check out my articles. You have a great day, and let's enjoy this week's 2020 BMW Championship. Take care.